Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I don't know if you guys have seen this video that I posted on Instagram, but I will make sure I post it in this video so that you guys can see it. Basically, it has completely inspired me to start a whole new segment on my channel, and the segment is called 99 Problems.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a
Winged eyeliner.
ain't one.
I guess in a way it's a little bit of a tribute to Jay-Z's 99 Problems, but basically for my last video I used the sentence to say, if you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I've got 99 problems, but a winged eyeliner ain't one. And the video just did really well, and like Chloe Morello reposted it and it just did so well, and I don't know, everyone seemed to get it, which is cool. Like, I thought some people would just think I was just losing my mind, which maybe I was, but everyone just seemed to really get it, and so it's inspired me to make that more of a regular occurrence and to do those videos on my channel as well, not just my Instagram. Every time I do one of these videos, I will address a new problem or a new kind of technique that people might want to see or learn. So if you do have any ideas for that, please leave them in the comment box below. Today's one is called 99 Problems, but blending ain't one. I actually had some troubles filming this look because my eye started watering, which does completely ruin your blending, by the way. So even I was having problems with it today, but hopefully these tips will help you for blending in the future. So here it is, 99 problems but blending ain't one. Let's do it. I follow this same routine for every single makeup that I do, and not only does it help you to blend your eyeshadows really well, but it actually also makes your makeup last a really long time, but I'll probably go into a little bit more depth in another video for that one. Before you start applying eyeshadow, you want your canvas, we're going to call it a canvas, you want your canvas to be well prepared for blending. You can't just chuck an eyeshadow straight on your base and then expect it to blend well, because chances are it probably won't. So this is how I like to prepare my canvas for blending. So firstly I apply my base, and at the moment I do have a little bit of foundation on, and now I'm going to go in with concealer around my eyes, and I'm going to use the Maybelline FitMe concealer. It doesn't really matter what concealer you use in this area, it is all personal preference, but just remember that if the concealer is too tacky, that it will be harder to blend. So I'm just going to apply this as normal in and around my eye area. You can also apply your concealer however you like, but I find it really easy just to use my fingers. Now before the concealer creases, I'm going to apply a translucent loose powder over the top of it, and I'm going to use this Mercier translucent loose setting powder. And I am going to just use a blending brush for this, which looks like this. You can apply this translucent loose powder with kind of any eyeshadow brush you want to, as long as it's quite fluffy, and you just want to make sure that you apply the powder all over the area you've just concealed, and make sure you do it before it starts to crease as well. And once you have applied the powder, you want to be able to touch your eyes, and you want them to feel really velvety and really soft all over. Now when I touch my eyelids, they feel super duper silky, and that's exactly what you want for applying eyeshadow. A lot of people I know like to use eyeshadow primers for this, but for me, I just feel like you never get the same result as using that powder. And the way I was taught to do makeup was cream on cream, powder on powder. So basically, if you're going to apply a powder product, you need to create a really velvety, powdery base before you apply that product to make sure that it does blend really nicely. Now I'll show you how I apply and blend eyeshadow. I'm going to start by using my Ray Morris Deluxe Round Shader Brush, and I'm going to use this colour here from the NARS Portobello Duo. I'm just going to apply this shadow all over my eyelids. I apply it with a really light pressure, and I just apply it in windscreen wiper motions, which kind of automatically blends the eyeshadow anyway, and because we've got that really velvety base, it just goes on so smoothly and so easily. I'm also going to apply that eyeshadow underneath my eyes, and I'm only going to use a slightly smaller brush. I'm going to use the Zoeva Luxe Crease Brush. The reason I'm still using quite a big brush is because this eyeshadow is so light that I'm happy if it comes down a little bit lower than normal. And again, I've just applied it with really light pressure. Now I'm going to use a bit of a mid-tone colour to make blending even easier. It adds as a bit of a gradient, I guess you would say, with the other colours, and it just helps make the blending process so much easier and kind of marries the colours together as well. And I'm going to use this colour here, which is by the Balm, and it's in the Nude Tude palette, and the colour is Sultry. To apply this, I'm going to use the Ray Morris Deluxe Round Shader Brush. And I'm just going to go straight into my crease and just above my crease with this colour. And again, using really light pressure and windscreen wiper motions. It also helps a lot if you can look down while applying eyeshadow, because it just leaves no creases and it just helps everything to go on really smoothly, and also doesn't get caught in any lines that you might have when you kind of close your eyes really tight. Really, all blending is taking your time to do light windscreen wiper motions back and forth until there's no harsh lines. I'm also going to apply this eyeshadow underneath my eyes, which again, totally personal preference, but I'm going to use the same brush as I originally used underneath my eyes for it. Now that I'm happy with the blending that I've already done, I'm going to actually add a darker colour to the mix, and this colour is actually one of my favourites. Every time I go out, I have to wear it. I'm completely obsessed with it. It's kind of bad because it just makes me want to do my makeup the same all the time because I love it so much. And the colour is Bengali by NARS. It's just a really beautiful warm brown. And I'm going to apply this with the Zoeva Luxe Soft Crease Brush. This brush is great for application, but it's actually not the softest brush I've ever used. So what I'm going to do is apply my eyeshadow with this and then go back to my Ray Morris Deluxe Shader Brushes just to really blend that out because they're super, super soft. And I'm just going to add this colour to the outer third of my eye. So what I'm going to do with this is apply and then blend a little bit until I'm really happy with the colour that I've built up, and I'm going to use that kind of mid-tone brown to blend it out as I go. Spend as much time blending as you need to. Like, if you rock up late to like a party or something and you've got a well blended eye makeup, no one's gonna ask why you were late. If there's one thing that can ruin your perfectly blended eye, it is a watery eye. That'll teach me for filming with lights. Now that I'm happy with all that blending, I'm going to clean up around my eyes and I'll show you the final result. So now all I've done is added some lashes, cleaned up underneath my eyes, fixed my base, and my perfectly blended eye is done. Okay, so I'll run you through a few brushes that I really like to use when blending. Basically, any really soft, fluffy brush is perfect for blending. These are a couple of the brushes I like to use. So this one here is by She. There's no name on the brush, but if you look for like a fluffy eyeshadow brush, then that's probably what will come up. These two are by Zoeva and they're called the Luxe Soft Crease and the Luxe Crease Brush. Another two brushes I have by Zoeva are the Soft Definer and the Luxe Soft Definer brush. Then my all-time favourite brushes, particularly for blending because they're so soft, are the Ray Morris brushes. I have 4 of them here and they are called the Deluxe Round Shader. Actually, I'm pretty sure, yep, that's a deluxe round shader too. So I have 2 deluxe round shaders just because it's great to have multiple of any brush that you use a lot. Then I have the deluxe oval shadow and the deluxe point shader. So these brushes are amazing for blending, not only because they're really soft, but because of their shape. They kind of taper up into a nice point, and that in itself just makes blending so easy. Oh, they're just amazing. They're so soft and they're just a beautiful brush. I don't know if you'd really consider them expensive. I think they're cheaper than MAC brushes, but they are so worth the investment and they will last years and years and years. For a cheaper alternative, I have the Artiste Professional All Over Shadow Brush. Again, this one's really good for blending. It's quite large and quite fluffy, so it's really great for blending out any edges. That hair in my mouth is very annoying. It's really great for blending out any edges, and even just for applying eyeshadow, it's really good, and it's also really inexpensive. I'm not sure exactly how much it would be, but definitely pretty sure under $30. Definitely pretty sure, 90% sure, should be under 30 bucks. Another tip that might be really obvious is to make sure your brushes are really dry before you go and try blending eyeshadow, because any dampness will just kind of grab the product, and when you apply it, it will come out darker and it just won't blend. It will stick really well, but it won't blend. And that is my tutorial on 99 problems, but blending ain't one.